Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is Impala 100. We're back playing some single player, and it's been a bit. The question I'm going to ask you to start today's episode is, were you first? Were you first to comment in the section below? I'm just curious. And you might be curious why I'm asking this too. Well, I believe you deserve a trophy. And so I figured I'd create a little area right near our spawn point here, if you guys are unfamiliar with this area, where we will dedicate a space to tally up who is first the most. And I went through all previous 20 episodes here and went through history and found that Aaron and Tudden here are tied for 4 apiece for being the first comment on a video here in the series so far. And then everyone else, thank you so much for your comments. And anybody who's not listed up here, but who has been commenting, thank you so much. Again, every single comment is equally as important. But if you're first, you get trophies, right? And we can't give out participation trophies. Okay, enough joking around here. But no, this is something we're going to do. Reason being is I think it's funny. Second off, I think it's a little unique. I don't think people have done this before, and if they have, I haven't seen it. And third, I think it would drive some engagement here on the videos and incentivize some people to turn on notifications. And so might as well have a fun competition here. Some gamification. So if you guys are looking in the comment section below and see the first one, go and upvote it. I can't wait till people are going to be messing with me saying first and there's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors beneath there. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe you guys are nice people and won't do that, but we'll see. Anyways, it's been like 2 months, I want to say, since I uploaded on here or uploaded a video on this world. And the reason is I've been playing on Craftworks SMP, having a blast, still playing on there, having a blast. But I was trying to recharge the batteries a little bit too on this series. Kind of figure out what next steps were. I knew I wanted to enter more of an automated era of this series. The first 20 have been very organic. Like I've been making manual tree farms, manual crop farms, all that stuff, like little tiny builds, which just look great. And it's definitely created a special area here. But as far as the big redstone farms goes or anything like that, it's been very minimal. I think the only big build I did was a Trident farm way south of here. But we've really just focused on resurfacing a village and creating a beautiful starter area here and really just setting a foundation to making a special world. And so I kind of have my eyes set on, entering a different little play style for this series to continue on, to keep the world fresh for me, but also keep this series entertaining for you. There's only a certain amount of time that you could play in this world and play like this play style here, which has been great. But I think it's time to kind of do something different here moving forward. But one thing we're not going to change is opening up our diary. Off camera, we created the First Comment Hall of Fame. We also fixed the stables in Twin Church Bay. We'll revisit that in just a second. We also expanded the nether tunnels and found ancient debris while doing that, which is pretty crazy. And we obviously enjoyed a break from this world. And when I'm talking about expanding the nether tunnels here, it's not like I was digging any new tunnels. I was just widening out the existing ones. And so we're here in our hub. And as you can see, it's widened out to 4 tall, 3 wide tunnels all the way down and around here. And also I put some hanging signs to, tell you which direction you're going and what's there, why you should care. So Trident Farm is down this way. We have Twin Church Bay, our ocean monument, the dig site in the end. That'll eventually become an ocean monument farm or a guardian farm in the future. But I also have the paths this wide here so I could fly around without an issue. So that's nice. I also moved the portal for Twin Church Bay. It used to be like right here in the middle and I'd have to walk through it. Not anymore, it's on the side. Not going to have an issue with that once more. And we're going to let our world load in right now because frames are low. All right, let's share this real quick. Oh, okay. Did not mean to fly there. So when I say I upgraded the stables here, I was taking a suggestion from Douglas Gordeau, who is incredible and always has a zillion good ideas, and took him up on this one. We are placing carpets on top of berry bushes, and these horses can't get through, but I could still take them out without an issue. So thank you, Doug, for that suggestion. And again, if you guys didn't see the last episode, Twin Church Bay just looks incredible. So proud of this area here, but like I said before, I think it's time to move on here to a new area. And this new area, I'm just going to fly from here because I'm tired of going to the Nether again. We are flying through this area here, and I kind of want to show you where our base is at for reference. But we did some exploring a few episodes ago and came across an area close to here, right? That kind of piqued my interest to where I'd want to build next, a more industrial area with lots of open space for us to make some pretty big farms. And while we're back here, might as well sleep. What a wonderful 5 seconds of rest. I'm ready to tackle the day here. And if we fly this way, just straight north a few hundred blocks, we ran across a village that really piqued my interest, like I said. And the reason being is that villagers could be used in lots of different farms, and it's just nice to have them right here instead of having to find 2 zombie villagers and then breed up a population. We already have one here, and a lava source too. That's cool. So what we could do is completely level this place, ethically, of course. Ethically. We don't want to do this unethically, but ethically level this place instead of doing a resurfacing project like we did at Twin Church Bay. I want to level this place, have all the villagers in one area so that we could keep them consolidated. And then I want to make room to build up some farms. And I'm going to try to lay out my thoughts here. So bear with me and enter the mind of Impala 100 here. So I want to build an industrial area. And I think it's important, instead of going straight into like the very advanced stuff, to focus on the basics here. So Minecraft, you build with blocks, right? And lots of the blocks that are easily accessible are dirt and cobblestone, right? So dirt and cobblestone, easily accessible here. Well, dirt isn't just dirt. With some fabrication, you could turn it into mud, which could be turned into mud bricks. Or mud could also be turned into clay, which could then be turned into bricks, or terracotta. You see where I'm going here? I'm thinking of creating a factory out here to kind of start this whole area to supply us an endless amount of blocks with very easy to gather resources. And the 2 farms I'm really eyeballing here are a stone/cobblestone generator, as well as a mud farm with an area where I can easily turn mud into clay if I want. And eventually, to make mud bricks, I'm going to need a pretty good supply of wheat, which is where the villagers will come in. But I think we need to start at some point, and that's going to be here with this factory. So hopefully that all makes sense. And as we continue to gain our footing here, we're going to have more gradually advanced farms come into play for us to just automate the crap out of this place and turn what was once a quaint little village into a smoggy industrial zone. Oh, man. Well, anyways, now that I got my thoughts kind of out there and rambled on long enough, I'm really excited to get started here. So I think I'm going to start by taking down all these houses. Again, finding a place to, consolidate all these villagers to. I'm probably going to have to use lots of boats here. I could just... Oh, Lordy. How did you guys get down here? How is this a good idea where you walk down and say, hey, let's hang out on the side of the cliff here? They can't even explain it to me. Okay. Like I'm saying, maybe it's good that I'm, leveling this village, because there's some serious hazards here, including the ravine over here as well as the lava. But anyways, I'm going to work on tearing this place down, coercing them into a cage with a ton of beds in there. So they decide to go there. And after that, we could try to figure out a way or figure out a spot too, where to place this little block factory, so to speak. Oh, and I forgot to share this. Typically, I say what today's goals are, but I already kind of said it. We want to establish an industrial area. We want to create a mud and clay farm and a stone generator. I'm supposed to do that. It's been 2 months. And just, I don't know. I'm off my game here. I apologize, but okay. Now for real, I'm going this time. I'll see you in a bit. All right. We are back, and we destroyed this village. All that's remaining are the roads, golems, all the workstations and beds are in here, by the way. Cats, and that's about it. And here's the result of us taking down the village. Quite a bit of blocks right here. Maybe we could find a way to repurpose these in the future. Maybe by building a structure with these blocks. I have no idea. I'm just trying to think of ways not to waste those blocks there. Also have some bits and bobs here. Wheat seeds, carrots, potatoes, all that stuff that you'll find in villages. I wanted to think through where I want to put this place. And so I went to the sky, and I think it would be cool to reuse the road patterns here that were already made and then build up our industrial district that way and maybe repave in the future. And obviously we'll need to do some work here. Like for instance, there's a lava path like right in the middle of the pathway here. A lava path. I just heard what I said there. A lava pool. Let's make a map. So instead of flying, we could see this on the ground here. Perfect. All right. So maybe what we could do, this kind of lays out, I'm going to put it in my offhand because of subtitles, and I leave those on purpose in case anyone's hearing impaired. Okay. So this area up here on paper looks all right, but we'll likely have to dig into the earth quite a bit. We might need to do some terraforming up here. It's looking like we might have to do that. It's quite an undertaking. But might have to do it. Might is the key word. We also have a flat piece of land now that I'm looking at it right here. In the middle here. So kind of on the edge of the ravine. And I want to also place dirt over this ravine at some point. I want this to go away. I was thinking about keeping it, and I decided just now that I want to take it away. Which will involve dirt, which means I'd have to get it through terraforming. All right, fun stuff. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to terraform that top there because eventually we want to expand this place. Oh, wow, it's getting dark. We're going to sleep. And then I will take said dirt from there over here to this area. And then once I have the dirt over from there to this area, I want to start laying out where the farms are going to be. And I might even build the farms. It might be boring to build them. So might just, do that. Do as much as I can before I see you next. And we'll kind of walk you through the next steps there. But looking a lot different already here just by leveling this village out. All right, we are back and did some terraforming and some thinking and some planning. All that good stuff. Wow, the map is cut off. Let's actually go down here and open up a new map. And if you're wondering where I got these maps from, it's loot from the village here. Okay, perfect. So it's kind of like, I don't know. We'll see if we can kind of dual map this here. Use your imaginations. Put the left map above the right map. Anyways, what we're going to do here. Okay, this is too much. I thought this would be cool. It's not. We're going to have an entrance to the stone factory right here. Stone and brick factory. I don't know what to call it yet, but our first factory. And it's going to be a big box room right here. Now, what this is going to consist of is our mud farm. It's going to be an automated mud farm, and it's going to have enough room here. I apologize for the noise there. It's going to have enough room for us to farm out all the mud. And then on top of that, a little squeak of a passageway, I hope, to this room over here. This is where we're going to have dripstone, where we could place the mud if we want to turn it into terracotta. And then up here is going to be our stone generator in this little box right here. So might be a bit crammed. We'll see. We're going to build out the farms first and then build the exterior of this place and build inside out so that it's roomy on the inside and doesn't look funky. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to place in the farms and kind of talk through them, but it's pretty basic stuff that you've probably seen before. And if not, I'll walk you through it. All right. So I was in the middle of grabbing supplies here, but now it's thunderstorming. I cannot speak today. Can't do it. I have the Fork of Zeus with channeling on it. Let's see if we could find a creeper. Oh, spooky. I want to find a creeper and make it charge. Okay, here we go. So let's see if we can do it. Oh my. Okay. Let's see if we could get a creeper head here. This would be huge. Okay. Come kill us, please. Por favor. Please kill. Oh, do it. No, that was the opposite. How did... That's not what was supposed to happen. Okay, we're gonna... We have a few more rockets. Okay, creeper time. Oh, so spooky. What if we just die by lightning? That would be brutal. Okay, creeper. I don't know why we're trying to long range this thing. Okay, action shot. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, we got a guy. Okay, another creeper. Okay, let's see if we could time this out here. Hey, friend. Oh, we're about to die. No, not again. No. Not how this is supposed to work here. Oh my goodness. Come on. We need to find... Okay, a third set of creepers here. Okay, come on. Okay, this is just a recipe for disaster. Okay, we're going to do this. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Nope. Oh my gosh, we have 3 charged creepers now? Oh my gosh. I need to get 1, right? Oh my gosh, this is complete madness here. Okay, let's eat and think. Let's use our bows. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now one of you guys needs to kill the other. It's not how it was supposed to work. Okay, come here. We need some action here. Come on. Do it. Do it. Come on. Kill. Yes. Oh, I'm down to half a heart. Oh, gotta go. Okay. That hurt. It hurt a lot. Heal up a bit. Okay, there's where it was at. Oh, I got a creeper head. Let's get out of here. Oh. Oh, I did it. Oh, and I could put it on. All right. Was not expecting to do that this episode. There is another charged creeper here. Okay. I've never done this in Minecraft before, by the way. This is like a first. Yeah, we're just gonna... I'm not gonna get greedy. There's gonna be more thunderstorms in the future. But this is so awesome to have. And oh my gosh, I'm speechless. Well, back to supply gathering. I'm making some glass here. Plenty of it. This creeper head's huge. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I'm done blabbering. Back to work we go. All right. We have some farms, and I just got done harvesting over 2 stacks of mud, and it was like painless to do this here. So I'll kind of show off how this works here. You guys have probably seen a farm like this before. We stand here and place dirt. When we place said dirt, it'll then get moved to here where there's a dispenser full of water bottles. We'll do this one more time. The dispenser will typically put the water bottle into the dirt unless it's already converted into mud, or if it's grass, it's not good either. And we keep placing this here until the line goes down all the way. And when that happens, I guess there's really no good. Oh, I captured it. Look at that. When it reaches the end here, it powers, this redstone torch powers a block, which then powers this repeater, which then triggers the piston. So this goes all the way out to around here. It's like a solid 13 blocks. It could push it. So it gets you plenty of mud. So as you can see right here, we have plenty of mud. And this is a very easy way to convert all of our dirt into a more useful building block. Our next farm here is a stone/cobblestone generator. And the difference between getting stone and cobblestone is using a pickaxe with and without soak touch. It's that simple. Figured we could do something manual right now. And I know I was saying like automation. We'll get there. This is enough automated here, being able to turn our dirt into mud here as far as this goes. But we could come up with like a TNT duplication type of generator here. Speaking of which, we have a basalt generator here too. A little bit more complicated to make this one. How I made it is I have some mine carts underneath here with hoppers underneath the soul sand. And the efficiency must be horrible here, I'm assuming. I might need to come up with a more efficient, what is it? I got like a few pieces of basalt there. I'm going to have to work on that. But for now, this is what my brain can muster up to create. And then over here, as you hear a large truck go by, which is completely unnecessary. That is the tiniest truck I've ever seen, yet it's the loudest. It's compensating for something, and we'll leave it at that. Let's get back to the video here. We have some clay here, and this used to be mud. And this transferred. Oh, I don't have soak touch. Okay, whatever. We'll get clay balls here. But this used to be dirt. And we turned dirt into clay by simply gathering up some dripstone and creating a half dripstone area, half spider spawner. I've been hearing these guys nonstop. Okay, we're going to light up the area here. Hopefully that prevents spawns. That was getting super annoying. But we take dripstone, we put pointed dripstone beneath it, and it will drain, quote unquote, the water from the mud, turning it into clay, which part of that logic makes no sense. But we're not going to question it because this is such a useful feature, right? But the Minecraft logic is not there. So look at that, a full stack of clay here from a full stack of mud. Look at that. And then we could turn that into terracotta with a simple little furnace array set up here. So this is going to help us achieve or retrieve. And as you can see, this is more of a quick process than you'd think it would be. Look at that. I just placed it. It's already clay. Anyways, we're able to get a lot of the major blocks just from this simple setup here, putting these farms down. Now what I want to do is I want to decorate the place. This is going to be a long process, but it's only going to take up a small portion of the video. I want to decorate this factory, which I decided to call the Foundation Factory because this is like a lot of foundational blocks of the game, right? I thought it was a fun name. What we're going to do now is a small portion of the episode, but it's probably going to be the toughest portion here. We're going to build a huge cover up for all these farms here, make it look a little bit more presentable. And I'm going to try to do a little build and chat type deal here and kind of walk you through my thought process of making this. And hopefully it's something you guys enjoy. Well, here I am, Editor Impala, back again speaking to ya. Not in real time, but time's a construct. It's all good. Anyways, we started off this factory by building up basalt pillars, and I'm going to level with you. The basalt was not retrieved from our generator here. I have a huge reserve of basalt in our nether hub from digging it out, and so decided to make full use of that here, and that helped out speeding up the process a lot, I guess you could say. And as you can see now, after that step, we made a stone foundation and kind of filled in the gaps here. And then in between the stone foundation at the top and bottom, we placed smooth basalt with some windows, some black stained glass. And then we also sprinkled in some glowstone, as you can see here. And built this up all the way around. The smooth basalt, you could get that by putting basalt into a furnace array. And you'll see we went back quite a bit to our furnace array back at spawn. And once we built up these walls here, it was roof time. And for the roof, we were using mud bricks, which this probably took up the majority of the time building this thing. Because I completely depleted my reserves of wheat. 100% gone. But once we got this up and running, it was great using the farm, putting it into full use here. It made it a whole lot easier. Oh my gosh, a cat spawned up here. I forgot about this clip. Yeah, Kitty decided to join us here, building up the roof. So it was nice having some help here. But after we were done getting distracted, I realized that putting up the stone placeholder blocks in the first place were pretty useless because I had to put stairs in those exact spots there. So kind of wasted time there, but really no big deal in the big scheme of things. But after we were done kind of placing the stairs on the outside here, I guess I showed a clip of how we were making the mud here. It was lots of fun. So just a lot of this in between us placing the actual blocks. And yeah, that's how you're making the packed mud with the wheat there. Anyways, we decided to add slabs to have the roof jut out just a bit more. And then after that, it was us filling in the gaps in the middle. So we also had some zombies joining us down here during the build process, which was lots of fun. But yeah, here's me filling in the roof. Again, this is probably the most time-consuming part of the build, and it's represented in like 5 seconds of film here, but it's all good. Here's me at the furnace array, getting some terracotta, smelting up our clay, and I turned it into white terracotta, which we then use on the floors of the factory to kind of fill in the spaces that aren't being taken up by redstone contraptions. So it was lots of fun, and I'm just super stoked to share with you guys the final product. So thanks for sticking with me here. Back to Live Impala. Alrighty, we are putting the finishing touches on the factory. The final 4 blocks for now are placed. So I'm hoping I walked you through all this. I did a lot of recording step by step of how I built this place and thought of building it. And I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. If we get a view from back here, we utilize all the blocks, minus the glowstone and the windows here, that we're able to produce inside of here. I tried to get it as close as possible to 100%, but it needed some windows and some light around the outside. And it turned out great. It's huge. I got a co-commentator here with this squeaky toy. All right, squeaky toy has been confiscated. We can walk you through the process here. I guess we already have. So we have plenty of dirt that we could turn into mud by placing it down this way. And I kind of have all the redstone areas outlined with basalt, or the chiseled basalt, smooth basalt, polished basalt, yeah. So we can make our mud blocks over here. we can mine out our basalt right here, which we could turn into polished basalt and a smelter, which we've been using our smeltery back at spawn a lot. And then we also have our cobblestone / stone generator right here. I made a modification right here. I put an obsidian block just so I can't bust through. So that's something I added here that was different than last time. But overall, this has just been such a fun project to work on, being able to produce all these blocks right here. I have a feeling we're going to be spending plenty of time here, and just looking forward to being able to gather all these resources on a whim. Out here, it's kind of an unconventional or an accidental cat farm as well. I had no clue so many cats would be spawning out here. Is that a jelly cat? I think that is. Is this Jelly? Hey, look back here. Look at me. Okay, is this Jelly? Okay. I haven't seen a jelly cat yet. Is that Jelly? It could be. I don't know. Looks similar. Anyways, I think this is going to do it for an episode here. Wow, we did a lot today. We accomplished a lot with however long this episode was. I've recorded maybe 8 to 10 hours. Pretty hefty episode here. Not sure if every single player episode is going to be this dense. And the rain could not have been more perfect when I said that. All right. We can't end this episode with rain here. All right, let's sleep. I'd just like to thank you all so much for watching. Really feeling inspired to build up this world some more here. And it's just going to be a heck of a time. So take it easy. If you're still watching, you get a cookie right now instead of clicking off the video. So comment a cookie emoji if you're seeing this right now. Take it easy. Have a good one. And I'll see you on a future episode. Bye-bye for now.